Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
We ain't giving up nothing.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
You better be afraid of me.
To throw is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Oh, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. Hey. 50's a Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
Come on out here. Come get some.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the Rams 1st down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
2 for 1.
Goff. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Check back. Two. 34. Hey, tight. Shift.
Back's mine.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
58 to Mike, 58.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Mike, 58, right there. All day, baby, all day, all day. Merlin. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Cut. Watch the twist.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Rams 21, Cardinals 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Goff on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
First down, Rams.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Value 3. 3 down. Mike, check. 59.
In your face.
Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Check. Shoot. Over. Roy.
58's the mic.
Hey, Echo.
58's the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now a play fake here on first down. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Murray eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down. Goff now looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, Shell. Mike 34. Scoop. You don't know no better. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially. And it's fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Cut. Hey,
Another run by Lindsey. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, Reed, I don't think you got it, son.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Come up the ball, hard.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Cardinals 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check, 40.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. And they drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 24.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It's our time.
58.
On first down, gone. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Phillip Lindsay. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. They run with Edmonds. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Counter play, Drake. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Goff, a quick throw complete to Cooks. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 31. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this one is right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 34.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Murray now, 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Pass intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. It's now 4th down and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits.